Welcome to Virus and Trend. Of course, it's a Wednesday. Welcome back from the holiday that you did enjoy yesterday, but I was here to make sure that you're up to speed with what's going on across the country. And right now, there are a lot of stories trending across social media, and let me bring them to you quickly. But across your timeline this morning, you'll find, of course, number one trending is Dolly Parton. And of course, you find the roads where the minister indeed promised to visit yesterday, also trending. And there's one trend that's also very funny. Someone who decided to give paracetamol, a sachet of paracetamol, as souvenirs to her wedding guest. Wow. Let's get right into what's trending today. First on our list is the Minister of Works, David Umahi, who has promised to visit the Benin-Agbo corridor yesterday, but he did make sure that he kept to his promise. He visited the scene to ascertain the extent of damage that has been caused, and he did grant audience to pressmen that were on ground. Let's take a listen to what the Minister of Works, David Umahi, said at the site yesterday.
The Minister of Work does not allow anybody to remove the asphalt on the road. That is against the policy of the Minister of Works. I've been here with the governor of the state, and at that time they started removing the asphalt. We frowned at it, and we begged them not to remove this. And each time the Minister of Works instructs them, they will tell them, "You are not independent engineer. It's independent engineer that should instruct them." But you should have been arrested for destruction of public, assets. It has nothing to do with concessioning law or anything. And I'm directing all controllers to arrest any contractor or concessionaire that removes asphalt on our road. This road was not like this before we handed it over to you. It was not like this. And what jargon are you speaking? You are speaking on.
The minister was also saying, shifting blames to the contractors, and he made mention of saying, you are the one that should be held responsible, accountable for the bad state of the road, which has caused a lot of reaction. But let's take a listen to the minister again.
I know people, we are happy with the president.
Yes, sir. Yes. We are happy.
Don't listen to all these social media opposition here and there. We know the president means well for Edo.
Yes, sir.
Whenever there is problem here, the president always listens. Because Edo State is like a gateway to any part of the south-south, southeast and southwest,
Yes, sir.
even to the north. We are the center point. So anything that happens here affects every state in this country. And the president is fully aware of this. That is why he doesn't want anything to happen in Edo State. So I want to thank you, Mr. Minister, and I want you to take our message back.
Below at the site as well, also talking to the minister and appreciating him that the President Tinubu is not forsaking the people of Edo State, but rather he's making sure that the roads will be fixed. But remember, this is not the first time that road has, been that bad and calling for a repair. We do hope that this very time there'll be some repair. We've got to take some of the comments right now that it can come in on social media. And this comment coming in from Andy. He says, this is what you people fail to do for many times after giving someone job to do. Don't just go on a brief view to view the job. Get there and supervise the work. Make sure it's done perfectly before you go ahead to blame. You carry mic to yab people. They did not even know what you're talking about. Everywhere, it's just a lot of noise. You guys should do your job. You're shouting here for who to even listen to you? We just want the work started, not the speech you are given. We have had enough of the speeches. Also, at the Wahala Times, Satire also commented on X. He's trying to push the blame on contractors. The same old tactics of pushing blame to governors for the extreme hardship. And that is a comment that caught our attention. But away from that now, we have a chairman of the Kuje Area Council, in the Federal Capital Territory, Danjuma Shekolo, who has sparked controversy after telling residents they must support the All Progressive Congress or leave the area council. In his words, is either you're with us or you are leaving us, not even against us at this point. Let's listen to Danjuma Shekolo of Kuje Area Council.
APC or leave the area council. I'm not fighting with confidence. I'm saying it. You know why? I cannot have minister and president doing for us what they are doing. Then on the day of election, you now come and say you want to match me. I will not. I will not. It's either you are with us.
And of course, that comment has sparked a lot of reactions, and we'll take some of your reactions you sent in on X. We have this one coming in from Prosperity. He says, these threats must be taken seriously. On make election day no come and not be taken unaware. That's one of the comments that came in on social media. But from that story happening in Kuje, we'll move on to a party where the organizer of the party decided to gift out paracetamol, sachets of paracetamol, as souvenirs to her guests. Let's take a look at that moment. And that's the moment you saw there, handing over the cards of paracetamol to her guest. Quite an interesting one. There's nothing you won't see in a typical Nigerian party. This is one of those. But there are comments as well, and Nigerians are wondering what is going on. How did we get here? Atalia is saying, is there not enough pain in the country? Have some painkillers with the laughing emoji. Aliyah and at Abido Shaker says, thoughtful shy, if you ask me, only if that's not the only thing they shared at the party. It shouldn't be the only thing. I hope there was food to also go with the paracetamol that was given now. And Ogilea on X still commented, nah, whoever planned the souvenir at this party needs to be investigated, with the laughing emoji. Because what exactly were they thinking now? That's one of the, those are the comments that caught our attention on that story. But right, we have the beautiful queen of country music, Dolly Parton, who's now died at the age of 80. A lot of tributes rolling in on across social media from her fans, from her colleagues, and from everyone who's loved her music. I'm pretty sure you're reminded of some of the sounds of her songs now. I mean, if you like Dolly Parton, maybe her songs or maybe her movies, you'd remember her in that Joyful Joy, one of the movies that she indeed starred in. You remember her track record, Jolene. You remember, you know, all of those wonderful moments on what she had given to us, even growing up, even as young as you are now. I don't want to call you old, but then the President Donald Trump has now ordered the flags to be flown at half-mast to celebrate and in honor of Dolly Parton, who dies at 80. And a life well lived, filled with positivity. And of course, from all of us here at Virus and Trend is God rest her soul. And to her friends, her family, you know, God gives you all of the courage to carry on with this loss. And with that, we wrap up Virus and Trend this morning.